standing in a temple. Actually, this was a small shrine, and in front you can see the mountain chain of the Sahyadri. So this is the Morle-Gad, and this Morle-Gad actually was a natural fort, and that was used by various rulers as a, to have a check on the trade that was going on from Chollaghat Road. The Chollaghat Road was one of the oldest route that was connecting Bijapur as well as Kolhapur, the princely states, and you can see there are on the Ghat region there are many areas. So this was the one of the important routes. In Goa we have different routes. If you go to Dudama means actually broad road that was connecting to the Ramghat. So Ramghat is not the today's Tirari Ghat. So Ramghat is totally different, and if you want to see the Ramghat, then you have to visit the last village of the Dudama Taluka that is connecting the Kolhapur district is Vagotre. So if you go to Vagotre, Isapur, you can see the glimpses of the route that was used by, son of Aurangzeb, Muzzam, to come down. So he wanted to teach good lesson. Aurangzeb wanted to teach good lesson to Sambhaji Maharaj, because Sambhaji Maharaj along with the Akbar II was in Bicholim Taluka, in Bicholim town. So that is why the nearest Ghat road was the Ramghat, and Ramghat was one of the popular Ghat that was well built. Various rulers took initiative in building this route that was connected to two important princely states of India. So this is the Chorla Ghat. Chorla Ghat got the name because there were thugs and pendaris on the road who were looting, and that is why it became popular as a Chor Ghat. And also there was a smuggling taking place. Salt was a very important commodity, and the cost of the salt during those days was very high, and there were many people who were involved in the salt trade. And Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, to discourage the people to purchase the salt from the Goa, he imposed high taxes. Got it, no? But in spite of that, there was a great demand for the salt from the Goa. But in Goa today, we don't respect our salt, and we want Tata Namak in our house. So this road actually was a road that was taking the salt, dried fish, and other spices to the Ghat region, and from the Ghat region, various commodities were coming. So in other part of Sattari, Sonara for example, if you go, you will find one of the important road that was connecting to the old capital city of Goa, the Alshi or Palasika. So that is called Kelghat. Then you have the Devghat going into the Kumbhari. Then near Uke of Sane there is another popular ghat that was connecting to the Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, got it, no? Coastal region of India, that was the Dighi Ghat. The Madras presidency, when it was in demand for the salt from the Goa, the salt was taken from the Dighi Ghat. There are many references, so if you read about the Dighi Ghat was one of the important area, and on the way you will find the Junagadh. When we say Junagadh, we always refer to the Gujarat, but there is one Gad which is named after Junagadh, that is there in Goa. So we got opportunity to climb that Junagadh and see the panoramic view of Dharamandada and Sattari Taluka. So now we are in the village called Morle. So etymology of the Morle tells us that once upon a time this village might be known for the peacock, or there are various regions for which the village might got popular. There are some people who say that this is the one of the muhalla of the Muslim. So, but it is true that you can see large number of the peacock in this village, and that might be the reason for giving name Morle to this place. And if you just go near where the footbridge is there, from here it is just 700 meter, footbridge is there. So if you cross the footbridge and just walk in 2 meter, you will find the stone having the symbol of the Chansurya. Got it, no? So Chansurya, that is the indication that the river was navigable. So people were using the country canal to cross from Morle to the Bagwada. And you can see this village was known during the Portuguese rule because mineral ore was discovered in this village. So iron mines are there, 3 mining leases are there in nearby. Just to walk 500 meters, you can see the mining leases. So now this place during olden time was known as a Shemewadi. Sheme because this was the area known for the Shameche Jhad, and the Shameche Jhad, Shami is one of the holy tree that is used in India. We have khair also that is widely used in India. So this is the Shemewadi, and today it is brought under the coconut plantation. Earlier the people took the Godrej, under Godrej they undertook the palm cultivation. So this is the area which is known for Sri Vitthal. The Vitthal worship is a reference of the Vitthal worship you can find in the pre-Vedic. This is not my finding, it is Dr. Ramchandra Chintaman Dhere in his book Sri Vitthal Ek Mahasamanvay, that book which won the Sahitya Akademi Award. So if you read that book, you can discover so many fascinating things. And for your knowledge, I am telling you that Sri Vitthal or Vitthal name is, if you try to understand how this name came into being. So we are Indian, but it attracted many foreign scholars. William Crook was the European scholar who studied the name Vitthal, and he says Vitthal means what? Vit means brick, and Thal means standing. One who is standing, the god that is standing on the brick, got the name as a Vitthal. So Vitthal is also called as a Panduranga, and the reference of the Pandurang you can find in Pandurang Ashtakam, that is referred by 8th century Indian seer Adi Shankaracharya. The Adi Shankaracharya started his journey from Kerala and then he went to Himalaya. And if you read the Pandurang Ashtakam, the reference of the Pandurang worship you can see in this book. Who is this Pandurang? So Pandurang is whether Vitthal or the word Pandurang actually is evolved from name Kundalika. So who is this Kundalika? Kundalika, Kundalika, we have to, if you want to understand your power, then there is in India, we have the art of understanding Kundalini. So this Kundalini, he was the exponent of the Kundalini practice, and that is why his name was Kundalik. But afterward this Kundalik became the Pundalik. So this Pundalik was, the devotee of Vishnu, and Vishnu worship became very popular in Karnataka during those days. And we have the Haridas. So they composed a beautiful song in the honor of the Sri Vishnu, and because of this Haridasa, the Pundalik was influenced to spread the devotion of Sri Vitthal. So that is why in Marathi Abhanga you find a reference, Kanadahu Vitthalu Karnataku Teni Maza Lavi Lavidu. So Vitthal came from the Karnataka. So from where Vitthal came, the idea actually Vitthal worship became popular in India because of the Hoysala ruler who was ruling over Karnataka portion. during the 11th and the 12th century, and his name was Vishnuvardhan Hoysala. So Vishnuvardhan Hoysala was, if you want to see Hoysala's architecture, the best place is Halebidu. So Halebidu, if you go, you can see the Hoysala's Vishnuvardhan artifacts. So Hoysala ruler, he was persuaded by Pundali to build the temple, and this temple was built by, whether the temple was existing or not, but there are some references. If you read the writing of S.G. Tulpule says that the Vitthal temple was existing in Pandharpur before the early period of the 12th century. So when this temple is established is a debatable topic. But S.G. Tulpule, he read some of the stone inscription, and as per the, if you read the writing of Nyaneshwar, so Nyaneshwar says that Santa Nyaneshwar mentioned that who is this Sri Vitthal? Now he is the Vishnu, but if you see his image on the head, you will find a Shivalinga. Got it, no? So that is why the scholars are of the view that Pandharpur earlier was the center of the Shaivite, Shiva worship. And Panduranga means what? What is the meaning of Panduranga? Panduranga means the god having the white color. And today, when you look at the Vitthal, we say he is a black. Got it, no? So very interesting things are there. And you should read the writing of the Stevenson. So Reverend Father Stevenson says that Sri Vitthal is form of the Gautam Buddha. Got it, no? So Gautam Buddha is worshipped, and if you read the Hemchandra, who is the famous poet of the Jainism, he says that he is the Jain. So Sri Vitthal is accepted by all, and that is why Sant Tukaram says Vithala. He said Vithala. So what does Vithala mean? Vitha means the ignorance, and La means one who accept you in spite of having the ignorance. Who accept you is a Vithala. So we have beautiful saying, thoughts in our tradition, and if you read the book written by G.A. Daleri, got it? You should read it, G.A. Daleri's book, Cult of Vithoba. Got it, no? So that will throw light on how Vitthal worship came, and that we have Maxwell, who says that the Vitthal worship originated, and Daleri also mentioned that the Vitthal worship evolved from the hero stone, Virakallu. So there was a Virkallu. So this Virkallu was established in memory of the person who fought for protection of the cattle. Got it, no? And he died. So to keep his memory forever, the Virgal was erected, and this Virgal today is worshipped as a Vitthal. So there are various theories about the Vitthal worship, and the Vitthal worship became very popular not only in Maharashtra. Today, it is situated at such a place, junction. You can see Solapur, and Solapur is on the that side is the Karnataka, here is the Maharashtra. But large number of the followers of the Vitthals are from the Karnataka, got it, no? Maharashtra, also from Tamil Nadu, also from Andhra. So it is connected to all. And Ahir people say that Sri Vitthal is our God. And then we have the Viroba and Vithoba, the pastoral gods from the Dhangar community, who says that Vitthal belongs to us. And if you read the books of the Sri Vitthal Mahasamanvay of R.C. Dhere, he finally says that this worship is related with the pastoral god. So he was worshipped, the Krishna was a pastoral deity, and worship became popular in the form of the pastoral lord, and this pastoral lord became popular as the Sri Vitthal. So Vitthal worship was very popular during those days, and in 1284 the stone inscription was found in Pandharpur, so which says that in 1284, inscription says that a donation for the temple, construction of the temple of Sri Vitthal in Pandharpur, Lord family from Goa was associated. So Lord family from Goa in 1284, Lord family donated for the temples. So you can get the idea how Goa was connected to Sri Vitthal worship. And then in 14th century, you find a reference. One copper plate was found in Khandebar, wherein the name Vitthal is referred several occasions. And Vitthal is a popular name among the tribal, non-tribal, among the Saraswat. And one of the important ambassador of the Portuguese in the court of the Peshwa was Vitthal Valavalkar. So Vitthal Valavalkar name tells you how Vitthal was a popular name. So Vithoba worship is a very popular worship, and then Namdev, who was born in the caste of the Shimpi, made him very popular. Pahu Devu Maza Vithobachi Mukha Lagaliya Asa. And then he only wrote Nathu Kirtanache Rangi Jnana Deepa Lavu Jagi. So if you want to enlighten the people, then use the Kirtan, and the Kirtan media came to Goa and to the Maharashtra. So Vitthal worship is a popular cult. So you can see if you go to Dehu, Alandi, you will find the palki of the Sri Vitthal pay visit to the Muslim shrines, and there are Baba Pir Dargah is there, where the Muslim welcome the palki of Sri Vitthal. And then we have popular saint who was a part of the Bhakti movement, and he was Sheikh Muhammad, got it, no? And he composed beautiful abhanga. Padasacha Angi Kate, Tyata Rasala Gare. Got it, no? So if you read this abhanga, this was abhanga composed by a Muslim saint, and he was connected to the Vitthal worship. So Vitthal worship is encompassing different caste, different type of the people, and this Vitthal worship was known for the Goan people. And there are 4 varis. One has to perform the 4 varis in the life. One is Chaitra Vari, then the Maghi Vari, and the most popular are the Ashadi Kartiki. And that is why Ashadi Kartiki Bhaktajana Yeti Pandharpurcha Valavanti Bhaktajana. Got it, no? So we have the reference in Ashadi Kartiki. So the Ashadi Kartikis are the popular, and the Goan people were going to this area, and there is a, he became very aged. Who became aged? His name is Vanba Dulba Rane Morle. He was from this village. Got it, no? Vanba Dulba Rane Morle. So he told Sri Vitthal, I am now aged, I could not come next time. So it is said that during this time, the Vitthal himself told him that I will come with you, and Vitthal first came via Belgaum, got it, no? So they were using the Belgaum route, and from via Belgaum they came to Khanapur, and from Khanapur they reached to the area called on the way to Socio-cultural. The road is coming to Kelghat. So they used the Kelghat road. So first they visited that area, and even today if you visit those areas in Ranmale is a folk drama. So in Ranmale, the stories are from the Ramayana, got it, no? But here, while concluding part, you can see the people will sing the folk song in honor of the Sri Vitthal. And how Vitthal came down, you can see through the people assembled there, and then narrate the story in a folk song. So then Vitthal was brought to the place called Bhimgad. So Bhimgad was a popular area, just as today, we say that Mumbai is one of the important area. Mumbai has the history of 100 years, but Bhimgad has the history of more than 1000 years. So what was Bhimgad? So Bhimgad was a Pargana during the time of Alauddin Khilji, during the time of the Delhi Sultanate. So Pargana means that was a district, and this district was starting from Kudal of Maharashtra and goes to the upper region of the Ghat region of the Karnataka. So it was a very big area, and Sri Vitthal was brought and kept for some time in Bhimgad, and from Bhimgad Vitthal was brought to the place called Karanzol. And today if you visit, we have the Vithoba Gaude. In his family you will find at least 10 people are there. Vitthal, Vithoba, got it, no? So there are more than 100 people named after Vitthal in his village presently. So Vitthal for a few days in Karanzol, and from Karanzol the sculpture was brought in this area. So this was Shemewadi. So now here you can see the Sri Vitthal, Rukmini and Satyabhama, and then you know the memorial of the person who was responsible for bringing is established. So who is this? So as per records, his name is Vanba Dulba Rane Morlekar. Got it, no? So he is not Sardesai. Got it, no? So don't get confused. So we have to understand, but now Vitthal is connected with the all Rane Sardesai. Sardesai is the title given to the Rane families by Adil Shah of Bijapur. So they were the people who were involved, because when they came to this region, they were given right to collect the revenue. So when they came here, this was the area which was inhabited by the Habshi people. So who were these Habshi? Habshi means the Abyssinian people. You know the Siddhi Johar, got it, no? And then one of the revenue system, that person who was responsible giving excellent revenue system to India, he was also Siddhi. So all Siddhis, they migrated from the Abyssinia, and afterward they became the ruler of India. Got it, no? You know the Qutbuddin Aibak, he was a slave, and then he became the ruler. So this area was inhabited by these Habshi people. So all these Habshis were killed. There are stories that Maratha people who came to this region, they also killed the Malavas. So who are these Malavas? Then you should read the book called Kadambakula, written by George Morais. That also tells you about how the Kadamba ruler Shivachitra Perumal assumed the title of the Malavali. So we are now in this Morle village, and this is the place where Sri Vitthal was brought. Earlier, there was nothing here, and there was a memorial of Shivu Rane. So Shivu Rane has been identified as a Shiva Surve. So whether the Rane family says that they migrated from the Rajasthan, got it, no? And there are many books tells you that they migrated from Rajasthan. But Yajji Desai, the well-known S.S. Desai, the well-known historian who was the head of the history department of the Shivaji University, he says that the Rane family migrated from Ratnagiri, Sangameshwar. Got it, no? And they visited along with the Dr. Jibulo Gamkar and many stalwarts. They visited the Jaishingram Abasaheb Rane, who wrote the books on the Rane families. Got it, no? So they visited this Sangameshwar. So if you visit the Sangameshwar became popular because of the Sambhaji Maharaj was imprisoned by the Mughal army in Sangameshwar area nearby. So that Sangameshwar is the place from where the two brothers, one gone to Bali, Kumpali and Kanpur, Desai family, and another became the Rane family. So there is another book written on this history, Dakshinit Raneche Agman. So if you read that book, you can get so many interesting facets of the Rane family. And the deity of this Rane family is Bhasa. So here, the Nakul Rane family they have their own small Kula Daivat. So if you visit that Kula Daivat is named as a Nandikeshwar. Nandikeshwar Mahasa. So it is nearby only. So there is need to understand this history in a new angle, and then we will be able to understand so many interesting facets of the Vitthal worship. So this is the first place I thought that I should bring you to here, and now we will go to Pari, and from Pari to Karapur, first to Padoshe and then to the Karapur, where we will going to see various places got it. No? So now let us proceed to our where we have kept our vehicle.